Hi, I'm LaTonya G. Hilton from the band called Another Moment, and you are watching the Silently Loud Confessions on YouTube. Up next is the issues of loving others. Stay tuned.
If my limbs could catch up with my heart, then you would know how much I love you. I wanted to show every part for all the world to view. You made me, you saved me, please decorate me in your love. God is love. I wanted to show every little piece of me. God is love. I want everyone to see that's true.
One major thing that we women need to keep in mind is that I've noticed, because I'm so shy and quiet most of the time, I've noticed that lots of people, lots of women, they nag their husbands a lot, and they don't realize that it pushes them away. I've watched my own husband when I nag, how he likes to go into another room to get away from my nagging. And, we got into this relationship because we loved each other and we wanted to set each other free. We wanted each other to just be happy with each other. But then we find ourselves being a total nag, because, okay, he doesn't hear me. Maybe I should get louder, we think. But really, I think that if we would be the selfless one and allow God to please us rather than depending on our husband to please us, we'd be a lot better off. One major thing that I've observed is that when a man is happy with his woman, he's always with her and he always wants her to go with him. And my husband does that with me a lot. He wants me to go with him. He feels more happy, more complete when I'm with him. And I feel the same with him. But some men, they seem to want to leave their wives and girlfriends at home while they go hang out with the guys a lot. Mostly because of the nagging thing. And I've found that when I am indirectly watching others, and when I've watched television, it helped me to see that when women are, nagging and whining about their problems and such, men tend to want to go away. And I've noticed that the men who are most satisfied with their wives are satisfied with them because they find a way to work things out without nagging them about stuff. They just work it out. They just accept whatever they have to accept and just move on. They don't sit there with that problem and burn and fester and be angry and hateful. They let it go. They let God take care of it, and they move on. And when they do that, it seems like the guy is more interested in pleasing them because they're not nagging, and making the guy feel like he wants to just get away. And so I've noticed that I never put any rules on my husband concerning the toilet seat. I never put any rules on him in that. I just let him decide to either respect me or not, whatever. I thought, I expect for him to lift up that nasty old toilet thing. Why would I want him to take those same fingers and put it down? So I just played it by ear, just let him do whatever he's going to do. And the funny thing is, he puts the seat down on his own. who knew that would work? But I noticed that when I'm not nagging, my husband wants to be with me more than when I'm nagging, which is, an obvious thing. But I know that we want to be happy, we want to be comfortable, and sometimes the things that we care about so much is really, really important to us. But we can't expect for a guy to be there for us. Joyce Meyer once said something like, I can't really quote her perfectly, but she said something along the lines that we're always waiting for others to make us happy, and that, that's never going to happen. We may as well just make ourselves happy. And so I think that what we should do is we should just give it to God and let Him make us happy. She said that also, something along those lines. And I really agree with her there. We need to depend on God to make us feel more satisfied and happy, and not other people. Because when we put the responsibility on other people, that's a really tall order, because there's all this information just going on all around us, and it's just nonstop stuff. And we expect people to go the distance for us, but then we expect them to forgive us when we can't go the distance for them. And so when you're in a relationship, you have to learn to compromise. And there are some things you should never compromise. In the religion department, you should always follow Jesus, But, you should always be about God and His kingdom and all. You should always be about love. But you have to compromise a lot when you're in a relationship. You have to learn to get things done the best you can, and leave it all up to God, because He does work it out. He does answer prayer, regardless of what people think. I know He answers prayer. I've prayed for many stars, and I've seen them get saved. I've prayed for many other people. I've seen them get, saved. He answers prayer. I've prayed for people before, and they've gotten well. Some people have gotten over their certain situations and circumstances. So He does answer prayer. He answers prayer about me too. And sometimes I need a quick thing, and He's there. And even though I know He's there, it shocks me every time, and it's exciting. It's exciting. But we should depend on God to make us more satisfied and joyful, rather than on others. And so when we do that, and when we decide that we want to make others happy, and we want to do it because we actually want to do that, and we take the first step and we make them comfortable and happy, then they'll be more interested in making us happy as well.